Well, greetings everyone. We're going to take a look at how we install processing in the modern era. So here we are at the processing.org homepage. This is the main, spot to go to get processing. And right up front, they have the downloads available, which is fantastic. I love it when websites have what you need right up front instead of having to dig down into it. So here we go. We're going to click on download, and download will take you to the appropriate download for the type of machine you're using. So if you're using a Windows machine, it should take you right here. Now, if it doesn't, you can always click, just scroll down a little bit here on this page, you can always click on your appropriate install. So if you're using a Mac, for goodness sakes, pick the Mac option and the Raspberry Pi, which is very cool that it runs on this little tiny single board computer called the Raspberry Pi, and then the standard Linux installation. So I'm just going to click on download processing, this version, current version for Windows, and it should take me to my downloads folder, and I'm going to go ahead and save it in my downloads folder. So here I am in my folder, saving it, and it is currently downloading. So it's coming into processing. Now they want you to donate. You don't have to donate. Donation is a non-requirement, so don't worry about it. You don't have to. Your goodness sakes, your students. If you use processing professionally in the future, I always donate once a year. So here we go. We're going to go to downloads because it gave me the indication that my file's available, and I'm going to click on processing 4.4.4, and it brings up the standard Windows setup wizard. So here we go. We're going to click next, and yes, I read that thoroughly, and we'll click next, and then I'm going to do a typical install and go ahead and install it. And this takes a few minutes depending on your computer, what type of a hard drive you have, and so on. Well, I did get a notification here. I'm not sure if you can see this. I got a notification that is going to make a change. The processing is going to make a change, and I said yes. Go ahead and make that change. And now it's going ahead and updating and installing. The old versions of this, by the way, didn't require you to install it as recent as last year. So kind of a bummer that we have to go through the full install, but that's okay. And we're done. That was it. That was fairly painless, wasn't it? I just click finish and processing is installed. So how do I get to it? Well, I'm going down to my search window here, and I'm going to type in processing. At least I think I am. There we go. I had to spell it correctly. And then click on processing, and it should come up on my screen here in just a second or two. Here it comes. Okay, processing is actually up. I'm going to close up some of these. I have a couple extraneous windows that are outside your view there. Here's one. And then we'll move the processing window over into this view window here. Perfect. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, so there is processing in the modern era in all its glory. The first thing I usually do, because, age, I go to preferences and I go in and change the font. So I change the editor font to something bigger. It's not just for me, actually, it's for you all too. So it shows up a little better on the screen. And there we have it. Processing is all installed and ready to go. To close it, we just use the standard close option on the window, and we're all done. That's all there is to it.